Listen up, listen up. These preppers are stressing.
What can I say? Burnout. Burn out, son. We're going to talk about it next here on Prepper Nation. Welcome to Prepper Nation. I am John. Thank you for watching, listening, and subscribing to the channel. Truly means a lot. So, burnout, but not in the way that you think. You probably think that I'm talking about prepping burnout. I'm not. I'm not dealing with prepping burnout right now. We'll call it the grind. How about that? I may even call the video itself the grind. I'm talking about all of the stuff outside of prepping, all of the day to day adulthood stuff. I'm burnt out on it. And I'm going to rant on it this morning. So the grind is real. And I know I can't be the only one, right? Some of y'all bound to have kids out there. You're bound to have responsibilities. It seems like there's always 10 things that I need to be doing right now, and I only have time for one or two right now. I'm juggling so much. I had a comment here on the channel the other day, and somebody said, "Man, you look worn down. Take a break from YouTube." Look, man, I appreciate it, but YouTube is my safe haven from the grind. That's what I'm trying to tell you this morning. There's always something to do. There's always something going
And you
on. It
know what's
feels like
happening?
it's
See, with these preppers, they watching all the international news. They're not drinking the Kool-Aid of Babylon. So in the meantime and in between time, when they not prepping and trying to hold it together carnally, they stressing. You know, they're looking at the current situation of the people. They're looking at the food prices. They're looking at who's going to be the new president. They're looking at World War III brewing. They they looking at nuclear war threats on the rise. We in DEFCON 2. They looking at what's going on with the BRICS nations. I mean, they checking out what's going on, and it's stressing them. So when they're not prepping, they're prepping because they stressed and they scared. Then when they're not prepping, they sitting back, stressed and scared. So this is a very stressful time for the prepper nation. That's why you don't want to be in that prepper spirit. Nah, if you're in that prepper spirit, you're not in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Now, does that mean you know, if you got a couple of dollars, you want to put something away? By all means. But we don't put our trust there. Our trust is not in our items that we can put away. Because what is these prophecies about? Is these prophecies about catastrophe coming to the land and everything getting better? No, this is the evacuation of the hopeful elect from under our oppressor, the modern day Egyptian known as Edomites, the Edomites in the scriptures. Okay? This is a rescue. This is the last captivity of the nation of Israel. So why would we put our trust in the items of Babylon when we about to leave these items, the poison food, the poison waters, the poison minds of the people? The Lord has given us this hope. Matter of fact, let's get that. So the Lord has given us this hope at this time. So we don't put our trust, you know, in Babylon anymore. But we want to get Romans 8. But unlike these other nations, you know, they have no choice. These other people. This is Romans 8, verse 24. For we are saved by hope. See that? So that hope, can anybody attain that hope? No. The Lord is giving that out, and it's scarcely given out. So if you got the hope in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, if you can see the next world, consider yourself blessed. Consider yourself separated, even from the other Israelites. You're holy. You're separated. You're the saints. Because the Lord ain't dealing with our people right now, meaning the nation of Israel. He's only dealing with the remnant, and the rest were blinded, let alone these other Babylonians, man, which concludes the Edomites and these other nations. The Lord is coming back for a very small few, and them few are going to be the only ones holding to the hope of the new world, of our Lord, not holding on to items, trying to protect yourself in Great Babylon. You got to give it up. This is the time. Give it all to the Lord. This is, for we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope, and that's what they see, what's around them. trying to preserve a portion of this, not knowing that there's another world taking over. They think it's going to be China. They think it's going to be Russia. They think the BRICS nations are going to take over, and we're going to live another 1,000 years under the BRICS nations. Yeah, right. That's not the biblical prophecies. See, if you knew the prophet Daniel, the 2nd chapter or the 7th chapter, or if you knew the Revelations, you would know what's going on, but you don't. So the Lord ain't give you that eyesight. That's only given to a chosen few. And that few was chosen from the foundation of the world. Their stories are playing out right now. So it says, we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet hope for? See that? Why? Because the things that we see is about to be soon demolished, flattened. A besom of destruction is about to take place. And trust and believe, what's about to happen to Babylon is going to affect the planet Earth. And it's going to be televised. Earth is going to be affected by this. The only recovery will be the hopeful elect coming down with the leader, Yahushua HaMashiach, and forcing everybody into captivity under his foot and putting this earth back in order under the one who made it, Yahushua, the creator, with his father, Yahweh, by his side. That's the only thing we talking right now. Anything else, you can move along, man. You ain't talking the new world under Yahushua, you can move right along. So it says, I'll read it again. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet hope for? But if we hope for that we see not. How do you get that? How do you close your eyes and hope for something you see not? The Lord got to give it to you. It's a gift. Then he got to open up your spirit. You got to open up your spiritual mind to receive it. He's not doing that for your average Babylonian citizen, man. Are you crazy? So you're going to be left prepping. And prepping is only going to get you but so far. But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it, because the Lord said we got a more sure word of prophecy. That's why we waiting for it. You waiting for what? The collapse to happen so you can whip out your little, your little prepping kit and survive. But we got this right here. 2 Peter 1 verse 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, man. That's why we with patience waiting for this thing to happen, man. We ain't going crazy buying walkie-talkies, generators, and, everlasting refrigerators. And, hear this, man. If he ain't prepping, he basically stressed out. He ain't the only one, because they don't have a more sure word of prophecy. We do, and we trust it. Why? Because the Lord has put it in us. It's a gift to us, okay? You don't work out for this here. So we prep for the new world through the Spirit. We have a more sure word of prophecy, wherein we do well that ye take heed also unto a light that shineth in a dark place. And who's the light? Who's the Lucifer at this time? That's Yahushua, the morning star. So we got that light. We holding on to that light. Okay? It says, in the dark places, this place here, until the day dawn. That's that new day. That's that new world. That's that world you don't see. You can't talk the kingdom of heaven with these people. They want to go to Vegas, man. They don't want the kingdom of heaven. They talking about retirement down in Florida. This is what they talking about. So it says, and the day star arise in your heart. And who's that? That's Yahushua HaMashiach. And he ain't doing that. He ain't doing. The Lord said you're none of his. So we gonna close out on that. I just wanted to touch on that, man. These preppers are bugging right now. They going crazy, man, because they hopeless. Giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kahakodah Shalom.